Good morning, students. So all of you please open page number 38. Okay. So in the previous video we have discussed about the square of a number and a perfect square, and we have also discussed about the test of a number for a perfect square. Okay, whether the number is a perfect square or not using prime factorization. Okay, so similarly, so today we will discuss about the square root. So first, if we see the definition of a square root, so what is the definition of a square root? So the square root of a number x is that number which when multiplied by itself gives x. That means square root of suppose 36. So which number will be multiplied with itself? Suppose if we take 4, so we have to multiply 4. So if we find any number, a number such like this number, such that if we multiply that number with itself, the answer should be 36. But 4 into 4 is 60, not 36. So therefore, we have to find that number. If we multiply it 2 times, the answer is 66. So obviously, we know that 6 into 6 is 36. That means we have got the number that if we multiply 6 with itself, then answer is 36. So therefore, we will say that square root of 36 is 6. Similarly, square root of 49. So if you see that if you multiply 7 with itself, that is 7 into 7 is 49. So therefore, we can say that square root of 49 is 7, like this. So therefore, we can say that square root of 49 is 7. So this is called our square root. Okay. So similarly, you can see we can see some more example how to find the square root. So here also square root of 4. So if we multiply 2 times, 2 with itself, answer is 4. So therefore, we can say that square root of 4 is 2. Similarly, if we multiply 3 with itself, then the answer is 9. So that means square root of 9 is 3. And if you multiply 3 by 5 with itself, the answer will be 9 by 25. So we can say that square root of 9 by 25 is 3 by 5. Okay. So using the help of prime factorization also, we can check whether a number is a perfect square or not. So if it is a perfect square, then we can find the square root also. Okay, so you can see the method in page number 39 at the bottom. So first what we have to do, we have to resolve the given number into prime factors. Then we have to make pairs of similar factor, those which are similar, we have to make the pair. And after making the pair, the product of prime factors, choose one out of every pair. That means from every pair we need to choose one. Okay, and that if you multiply that factors, we will get the square root of that perfect square. So let us understand with one example. Suppose the question is, if you see in the screen, so question is example number 1, that is the find the square root of 1764. So what is the first step? First step, we need to find the prime factorization of 74. So 1764. So this is the prime factorization of 1764. So if you see the prime factors of 1764, answer is 2 into 2, 3 into 3, 7 into 7. So this 2 has factor or we can say these two are in pair. 3 is also have pair, 7 also have pair. So as all the prime factors have pair, so therefore we can say that square root of 1764 is, so from as 2 is in pair, so we will take only 1 2, as 3 has pair, so we will take only the 1 3, and 7 has only 1 7 has pair, so we will take only 1 7. So if we multiply all this number, the answer will be 42. So therefore we can say that 17 root over 1764 is 42. So in this way we calculate the square root of a number, and that we can, if all the prime factors have a pair, then we can say that net number is also a perfect square, and perfect square, from that we can calculate the square root also. Okay. If you see in page number 40, example number 2, it is very important. So in example number 2, it is asked that find the smallest number by which 720 should be multiplied. That means we need to find a smallest number. That number must be multiplied to 720 to get a perfect square. That means 720 is not a perfect square. Why 720 is not a perfect square? Because if you see the prime factors of 720, 2 has prime, 2 has your pair. Next, another 2 has also pair, 3 has also pair, but 5 does not have a pair. Okay, so for this, to make the pair of 5, we need to multiply 5 by both sides. That's why what we have done, we have multiplied both sides by 5. So if we multiply both sides by 5, then we will get 720 into 5, and another on the right hand side also we will get another 5. So as now you can see all the prime factors have pair. Okay, so which number should be multiplied to 720 to get a perfect square? So that means we need to multiply both by 5 to get a perfect square. So therefore the perfect square number will be 3600. So this is the answer when we have multiplied 720 by 5. So what will be the square root of 3600 then? So from this two pair we have to take 1, from another pair of 2 we have to take 1 2, and another pair of 3 we have to take 1 3, and from the pair of 5 we have to take 1 5. So multiply 2 into 2 into 3 into 5, so we will get 60. Therefore this is the required answer. That means square root of 3600 is 60. Clear? So let us solve some problems of exercise 3 and page number 41. So you try to solve the example number 3, example number 4 and example number 5. Though it is solved, so you try to see whether you understand it or not. Okay. So in page number 41, exercise 3a, what it is written? First question, we need to find the square of each of the following number. Square, we have already discussed this in first video. So how to find the square of a number? So square of 14 will be 14 square. And how to calculate 14 square? 14 square means 14 into 14. Just multiply it. You will get the answer. That is 196. Again, square of 4 by 17. 4 by 17 square means 4 square by 17 square. So 4 square is 16 and 17 square is 289. So in this way we calculate it. And again, we have 1.2. So square of 1.2 is 1.2 whole square. That means 1.2 into 1.2. So if you multiply 1.2 into 1.2, this is the solution. 1.44. Similarly, if you have the fraction 2 3 by 4, so first convert it into fraction, then you square it. So 2 3 by 4 can be written as 11 by 4. So if you square it, we will get 121 by 16. So you try to solve all the questions. Okay. Now read the question number 2. Using prime factorization method, find which of the following are perfect square numbers. So using prime factorization, we need to check whether the number are perfect square or not. So when the number will be perfect square? If their prime factors are in pair. So if you see 252, the prime factorization of 252, you can see the 2 has pair. Okay, 2 has pair, this 3 has also pair, but 7 does not have pair. That means this number is not a perfect square. So similarly, you find the prime factorization of all the numbers in question number 2 and check whether all the prime factors have pair or not. If they have pair, then that will be perfect square. If not, they will not be a perfect square. Okay, clearly question number 3, what it is? Show that each of the following number is a perfect square. We need to show that they are perfect square. So how we can show that they are perfect square? If the prime factors are in pairs. So for that we need to find the prime factor. So if I choose 2601 in question number 3, fifth part. So if I find the prime factorization, so you can see in the right hand side I have done the prime factorization, this one 2601. We can see that we have only two prime factors, that is 3 and 17, and 3 is in pair, 17 has also pair. So as all the prime factors have pair, therefore we can say that 2601 is a perfect square. And what will be its square root? Out of a pair of 3 we have to choose 1, and out of pair of 17 we need to choose only 117. So if you multiply 17 into 3, this will be 51. So that means square root of 2601 is 51. Fine. So you try to solve all the rest of the question in the similar manner. And in question number 4, what is it? We need to find a smallest number by which if you multiply that number will be a perfect square. So for that means all the numbers in question 4 are not a perfect square. So we need to multiply by some number, then only that will become a perfect square. So for that we need to first find the prime factorization of 588. If I choose the first one, so if finding the prime factorization, we see that 2 has pair, 3 does not have pair, 7 has pair. Okay, so that means 3 does not have pair. So that means if you multiply by 3 on both sides, then 3 will also have a pair, and that number after multiplying the 588 by 3, that number will be a perfect square. So thus we can say that 2 and 7 exist in pairs, but 3 is alone. So we should multiply both sides by 3 to get a perfect square. So after multiplying both sides by 3, so we have got the perfect square, and that perfect square number will be 588 into 3, that is 1764. And in the second part of question number 4, it is written that also find the square root of the resulting number. So our resulting number is 1764. We need to find the square root of that resulting number. So that means square root of 1764 will be 2 into 3 into 7. How? Out of pair of 2, we have to choose 1. From the pair of 3, we have to choose 1. And from the pair of 7, we have to choose 1. Only 1. So 2, 3, 7, if you multiply, this is 42. That means square root of 1764 is 42. Fine. Okay, so up to question number 4, you try to solve all the questions, and if you find any difficulty, then try to contact me and solve all the questions, okay, and send me. Thank you.